Hi, this is Mohit Tyagi. Today we will discuss the second part of SQL real-time scenario-based questions. Right, so I have uploaded the first part already. So if you have missed that, so please go and watch. I have added the link in description. Okay, so this is one of the SQL problem that have been asked in one of the technical interview. Right, so here we have a table where we have order date, brand, model, and sales. Right. So our objective is to get the aggregated sum of sales based on the brand and date. So if you will see this, so I have color coded, and based on that, we need to create the aggregated sum. So in the first and second row, we are having same date, same brand, right? So based on that, we are calculating sum of sales, right? Same for the last two records. Same date, same brand, right? And we are having the same sales. So we need to get the total sum out of these sales. So we need to create a logic which will give us the aggregated sum based on the brand and date. So this is the table we have. And if you will see the order date, the same first two order date along with the brand A, model is different and the sales is 1000 and 1300. So we need to make the aggregation based on the brand and order date. So we will use the select star and we will use the sum of sales over, right, partition by order date, right, comma brand, order by order date, right, and we can give as alias name aggregated sum from aggregated sales, right? So if I explain this again, so we are doing the sum of sales, right, based on the partition by order date and brand, so that it will create a small kind of window like this, right? And with respect to brand and order date, it will give us the 1000 plus 1300, right? So that's how the query is working, right? So if I will run this, so we'll get this output, right? So that's how we can achieve this output, right? So that's how you can calculate this aggregated sum, right? So now jump to the second query. So this is our second query where we have two tables, ID, name, and salary. We also have the second table, same fields, right? Different records. And we need to get the output. Output should be like this. So if you see the ID one is coming one time, so we will get the salary 1000, right? So if you will come to the second record, so the ID is 2, right? But in the second table, we have ID 2 again, right? So ID name is same, right? ID name is same, but the salary is different. So here we have 500 and here we have the 300, right? So our objective is to take the minimum, right? So this one should be the output, right? For the ID 3, in the table 1 we have 600, in the table 2 we have 400, right? So our objective is to take the 400, the minimum one out of these two. So the minimum one is 400, right? So for the fourth, because we don't have the second record for the fourth ID, so it will keep it same, right? 700. So how we will approach this query? So what we can do first, we need to make the union all, right? So union all will append the data, right? Vertically. So it will give us output like this once we will apply the union all, right? So after you applying the union all, we will apply the query like the minimum. So which will give us the minimum out of the same ID and same name, right? So that we can get this output, right? So we will implement this in the SQL. So let's go into the SQL and let me remove the older one. Start from minimum cell underscore T1. Run this. Right, so this is the one table. And this is the second table, right? So these are the two tables. So these are the two tables we have, right? So now, first we need to append these two, right? So how we will do that? Apply the union all, right? So once I will apply, because the field name is same, right? So we can use the union all. So once we have used use it, so you can see the output, right? So now we need to use this whole query, right? So what we can do, we can use a CT table, right? With CT as, and keep it inside, and we need to close it. Okay, so you select ID, ename, minimum of salary as cell. So I'm giving it alias from CTE, right? So this is the table that we are wrapping this whole code inside it, right? So we are using this CTE group by ID ename, right? So why we are using group by ID? Because we want to see the minimum salary based on the ID and ename. So if you can see here, like ID2 is coming 2 times, right? And we need to check the group by ID and ename, and we need to see which is the minimum, either 500 or 300, right? So that's why we are using the group by, right? So if we run the whole query, so we can see the output, right? So this is the desired output. If you will see here, so this is the output, right? So that's how we can achieve this output, right? Okay, so I want to discuss one more query, right? So this is the third query. In this query, we have input like month and YTD sales, and this is the output, right? So we want to get this output. So YTD sales means uh, we are having, so in January 24, we have 15 sales. In the February, it is exceeding up to 22, right? So YTD means it is not only separately for the February 24. So it is appending from January 24 till February, right? Same for the March. So 35 is not only for the March 2024, right? So this is coming from January 24. So that's how till July 24 we have the 100, right? And this is our output. This is what we are looking for. So this January 24 is 15 is same, right? So that is not an issue. But we are looking separately in the February 24, how much is the sales required, right? So there, if you can like minus 22 minus 15, so that will give you 7. So 7 unit of the sales is required only in February 24. So for the March 24, we required 13 unit of the sales, because this 35 is not only for the March 24. So we need to get this 13. How we are getting this? 20, like 35 minus 22, 13, right? So that's how we need to calculate this output, right? So we have the YTD sales, but we need to calculate the separate monthly sales, right? So let me unhide a field, right? So, so this is the lag. So we will use the lag for one period, right? So if you will use the lag for one period, so the for the 15 it will be 0. For the February, it will be the older one, like January 15. For the March, it will be for the February 24. Right. So first we need to calculate this lag. So once we have calculated the lag, then we can subtract the lag output with the YTD sales. Right. So you will do 15 minus 0 will be 15. 22 minus 15, that will be 7, right? So once we will get this lag, then we can easily calculate this sales, right? Okay, so let's jump into the SQL, like how we can achieve this. So first we will fetch the table name where we have the data. Run this. So this is the table where we have month along with the YTD sales. Right. So now we need to calculate the lag first, right? Select star lag based on the YTD sales, right? And I want to go one lag, right? So this is the offset. And by default, I want to give it 0. 0 will be like for the January 24. Otherwise, it will take the null, right? So which is we don't want to take, right? So I'm using 0. Using over, right? And order by YTD sales, right? And I can give it alias lag sales from YTD, right? So this is the query which will give us the lag, right? Right. So for the January 24, it is 0. For the February, it is 15, right? So that's how we are getting this. Now we can use it, and we can use the whole query, and we can subtract this with the lag. And so now we can use this whole query, and we can use it with a subtraction with YTD sales, right? So I can create CTE table, and I can put this code inside CTE, right? And now I can use the select star, comma, YTD sales, right? This is our original field, and I want to subtract lag sales, right? And I can give it an alias name as net sales from CT, right? And I can select, sorry, I need to first remove this. And now I can select and run this. So this is the output which we are looking for, right? So with respect to January month, we are getting 15. For the February, we are getting 7. For the March, we are getting 13, right? So this is nothing but 35 minus 22, 13, right? So 22 minus 15, 7. So that's how we can achieve this out, right? So these are the three queries that we discussed today. So that's all for today. And I will keep updating the next video based on these SQL interview questions, right? So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye.